So now we're going to look at shimmies. We're going to start with shimmies of the legs. So the way you approach shimmy, it's the idea of moving your legs back and forth quickly so that you get a vibration here in the hips. So let's take a look at the posture. Nice posture, everything relaxed. And we'll look at the knee moving forward and back. So I'm alternating knees. I'm going to bend over just so you can see this. Actually, I'm going to do this. My knees are going forward, back, forward, back. Yeah? Even though my knees are going forward and back, I don't want to think about that. I want to think about this originating from the inner thigh. So I'm pulling in and out from my inner thigh. Because these are huge muscles we have on the inside of our legs. And if you think of your shimmy originating from here instead of from here, it's going to save your knees. Because this can be hard on the knees. So if you have knee troubles or problems, take this easy, one step at a time. Don't do anything that hurts, don't do anything that strains your knee. Do a little bit at a time and see how you feel the next day. So let's start with the posture again. Breathing, release. And we're just going to go slowly forward and back. And we're going to use the inner thigh to kind of initiate that movement. So think about it as the inner thigh pulling the knee forward and back. I'm alternating knees. Yeah, so from the side, I don't know if you can see it from the side, but yeah. I'm not lifting my hips up or down. I'm just going back and forth with the knees. And because I'm released and I'm relaxed, it's going to send a bit of vibration up into here as I go faster and faster. So you can start to think of moving a little bit faster. If you can focus on my knees, a little bit faster. A little bit faster. Yeah, until I'm at tempo with the music. Yeah. So I'm moving my knees now very fast. Yeah, and look at the effect. All this is moving, it's a shimmy. And that starts, I'm taking it down slowly. These are small movements with the knee. Yeah, you don't want to be here. Yeah, and you also, in this style of dance, you want to be, your knees should be straight, you shouldn't be bent. There is a shimmy from here, but we are going to use the shimmy with a straight leg, originating from the knee and from the inner thigh. Yeah, release, back and forth. Yeah, how's it feel? If you can keep speeding it up, there's tempo with the music. Breathing. Yeah. Let's get the shimmy going. I'll take down the tempo just a little bit so you can see what's happening with my knees. And back up to tempo. Yeah. So if it just is not working for you, spend a little bit of time at a slower tempo, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, until you kind of start to feel you're comfortable there. Then speed it up slightly, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. A little bit quicker. Now I'm one and one and one and one. Yeah, and that's my shimmy. Yeah, and I'm not going up and down with the hips. It's coming, generated from here, coming up into here, and relaxing and releasing lets it travel up the body and here through the abdomen. Now let's just do it for a while. Yeah? And now probably everybody that's doing this is going like this, yeah? Release, smile. If you smile, you're probably not holding in too much, huh? Let's just take the arms up and down. Just keep going back and forth, back and forth. Let's try this little hand movement. Yeah. Let's take it up. And we'll take it down. Yeah, back and forth, back and forth. Again, let's take the arms up and down. So let's try something on one leg. A shimmy on one knee. It's one knee doing exactly the same thing. Yeah? This is much more difficult, I think. But it just helps you kind of isolate what you are doing. Front and back with one knee. Yeah? So just try that on one knee. Yeah? And it takes a while until you can get it moving fast enough. Yeah? And we'll try it on the other side. Just forward and back, forward and back. Remember, you're concentrating that the movement is coming from the inner thigh and not the knee. Even though the knee is moving forward and back, think about the inner thigh. It's a much stronger support system. Yeah, so I'm shimmying on this leg. Yeah, now we'll put them both together again. It might feel a little easier now. Might work a little bit better. Yeah, so now we're gonna start to move the hips and lay this shimmy over the top of it. So don't panic. It's not as hard as it seems, yeah? So we're gonna start with this little push that we did before. This nice, easy push. So we're gonna start the shimmy in the center. Get the shimmy going. Yeah, release, relax. And we're gonna push to the side. Yeah, so I'm just extended a little bit to the side, now come back to the center. And the other side. And back to the center, and side, and back to the center, and side, and back to, now we'll take it side to side. Yeah? If it all just completely falls apart, stop, start shimmying again, come back with your posture and just push to one side. Yeah? And we'll take it side to side. And the face, yeah, and the shoulders, everything. Relax, no tension. And it should feel good. If it hurts your knees, if it hurts your back, then stop and maybe try this section again after you get a little stronger with using the other sections. Kind of nice. It shakes everything up. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the same idea. We're going to do the circle, and we'll break it down like we did before. We're going to go forward, slightly forward, and back, and forward, and back, forward, and back, forward, and back. So we'll take it forward, side, back, side, forward, side, back, side, and forward. Now we're just gonna rotate it around without stopping. And make your circle pretty small. And probably there are places where you're just learning how to do this, where your shimmy is gonna fall apart, most likely in the back of your circle, because it becomes a little harder to be forward and to shimmy. Having a nice straight posture, this is a much easier. Shimmying here becomes a little bit harder. But it's okay, just keep working on it. Stay here in the back a little if it just gets completely stuck before you continue around. Nice, easy circle. Breathing. And let's stop it in the front and go the other direction. Yeah. And just, I don't know if you have a mirror or if you can see your face or if you can feel what's happening in your face, but you know, this tends to make people go, yeah, release. It's not about tension. Yeah, let's just take it back to the center. Some nice easy arms. And we'll just come down here. And we'll just do one more thing with our shimmy. We're gonna lay it over a figure eight. So we're gonna push to the side, twist, yeah, and take care of your knees. When I say twist, you have a certain amount of freedom in your heels to move. I don't mean twist where you're putting pressure on your knees, especially when they're going forward and back. You want to twist, you want to be slightly on the balls of your foot so that your heels are free to let you move. So let's get the shimmy going. Yeah. I'm not stuck on the floor. You want to feel light, you don't want to feel heavy. Yeah, so I get my shimmy going. I push over to the side, twist slightly forward, and take it through to the back. So let's just stay here for a second on the diagonal. And breathing. Yeah, and then we're going to twist to the other side. And we're going to stay here on this diagonal for a second. Yeah. And we'll twist it up. Take it through on that diagonal. Twist. And through again. Releasing the heels so that you're not stuck to the floor. And not a big figure eight. Keep it small. Yeah. And now we're going to stop here on this diagonal. Or let's just take it with a push and go to the back. And then we'll go to the other diagonal. Yeah, twist, diagonal, twist, diagonal, twist, diagonal, twist, and diagonal. So we're going the opposite direction then with our figure eight. Notice how the weight change on your feet. You shouldn't be glued to the floor. You should be feeling the weight change here. And let's just take it back, pushing side to side. Breathing. Yeah, and take it back to the center. Nice, easy hand movement. Yeah. And hold it here for just a second. It should feel, you should be starting to get into the rhythm. If it's working, this is first time. If this is the first time, the 5th time, the 10th time, it's going to click at one point. Yeah, so just stick with it. And let's release it, take it up and down. And that's the section about shimmies.